Well, good morning. I'm Rick Dancer. Welcome to Lakeview, Oregon. As you can see behind me, you don't have to do a whole lot to make this town beautiful because the buildings are everywhere. And it's a great little town. We're here for the weekend. Labor Day is the big deal around here. The roundup, the fair, the 4-H fair, the demolition derby, people. Did I mention all the people? The food, country music singers, big stars. Everybody comes to Lakeview for this time of year. So I thought we'd start our day. We're going to be doing all kinds of stuff today, bringing you all kinds of shows and stories. One of them has to do with the fact that Lakeview has the Oregon Outback Scenic Byway. I know that's backwards on your screen, but this is a scenic byway that goes through, and Kathy and I are going to be going on a bike ride on that. And here on the map, there's Lakeview. Klamath Falls is over here, so it's just directly here, and then California, the border, is just right down in here. But they have this beautiful Oregon Outback Scenic Byway that goes through Paisley, goes up around Summer Lake, all around the place. And we're going to be doing that. But first, look at this town. Isn't this great? First, we're going to meet some people here, and we're going to have a little conversation with our chamber.
Hi!
Okay, first we got to show cute kids. Look at cute kids.
Say hi!
I know, they look alike. It's because they're twins. I just wanted to get that out. We don't need any...
I see you.
well, I see you too. So, this is Jessica.
Hi!
And she is the chamber director here at Lake County Chamber.
Yes.
Because this is the third largest county in the state, but the population of the entire county is less than Sutherland, Oregon. So there's fewer than 8,000 people here. There's more cattle in Lake County than there are human beings.
Yes, and we're proud of that.
And
yes.
It's a good thing.
Yes, it's a very good thing.
And this is Brianna, her assistant. She's and that's her child.
Parker.
So what tourism? It's a touchy thing sometimes. I was talking to the folks last night.
Yeah.
You want people to visit, you want people to come, but what the charm that you have is that it's so much like it was 50, 60, 70 years ago.
Yeah, it's kind of like stepping into a different world. I mean, everyone waves at you when you drive by. Everyone says hello when you're walking the streets. Our shops and our businesses are so friendly. We just want you to come in and see what we have. I mean, we have a lot of really great stuff that's kind of been. Maybe we're a little bit of a hidden gem, actually.
So tell them some of the big things that are going on. Because you got the bike, you got the Outback. I just showed them that.
We do, yes. And so we also have an entrance to the Timber Trail that Rick is going to go up in a little bit after this. But we have Timber Trail riders already that mountain bike that whole way. You can mountain bike all the way up to Portland by starting here.
You start in Lakeview at
yep.
this trail we're going to go to with the Forest Service after this show. And then all the way to Portland. And it goes through ranch land and all kinds of stuff.
Yes.
It wasn't easy getting that to happen.
No, it goes through Fremont Wainema Forest. And it also goes through some private land, but the Forest Service has been fantastic, and they've been working with the Timber Trail riders, and they got this all done, and we're going to have a Forest Service employee take you up there and show you what it's like. But we also have some committees that have been working really hard on tourism. Some of them just put these flags up for the Roundup weekend. And then we have a trails group that's also working on marking some trails and just getting the word out. That we have some awesome stuff that you can look at. We have a high altitude here. We're the tallest town in Oregon, and it's a really cool ride. And
so Kathy and I tomorrow are going to take you on a ride. Hopefully we're going to get a signal, but we're going to get stuff even if we don't. We'll find a way to do it. But we're going to go on a bike ride that goes up to Plush. Mm-hmm. And then on down to Adel.
Yep.
And then we're going to have lunch at the Adel store, and they're going to take us in the kitchen and everything. And then they're going to haul us back in their car. Because the whole ride is like 90 miles, and we have work to do. We don't have time to dilly-dally around.
Yeah.
Now, Brianna, you're from here.
Yes, I am.
So,
Yeah.
That's so awesome. You're from here too. Okay, you keep your mom happy, don't you? Why do you keep coming back here?
Well, the majority of it is my whole family lives here. I was born and raised here, and my mom owns a local radio station.
Yeah,
and
my nanny.
Your nanny. And it's a great place to raise a family.
Yeah, and my ton.
So that's why we're back.
My ton.
Yeah.
And they all live here. So,
yes.
I'm going to talk with the chamber down the street a little bit, but rodeo weekend and roundup weekend, this is crazy stuff.
This is a really special weekend for us here. We have a lot of people that come back, a lot of families and kids that went off to college. They come back this weekend for Roundup and Fair. I mean, it's a really important part of our culture, and we're really excited every year to have, Michael Ray this year, and we have a Roundup that's built up all volunteers. It's always been. This is our 99th year of the Roundup here.
So you guys, we're going to be showing you stuff from the Roundup, the demolition derby, where you
Yep.
guys, you demolish cars.
Yes.
I mean, you kill them.
Yeah, that's.
And you're going to see it. We're going to show you
Yep,
that.
Yep.
Not just cars. There's
There's
Trucks. And since we've been on here, I'm getting invitations from everybody like, well, you can go in my brother's car. You can go in my dad's car. So
Yep.
we're going to be showing you that. We're going to show you some local community down at the Roundup and
Yes.
and the re-ride room where everybody kind of has a little bit better than average time. But this is, what I love about your town already? Kathy and I went for a run this morning. Every truck and car that passed us waved.
Yep.
Not just in the car. They stuck their hand out the window and waved. And it was
Yes.
just the hand. Sometimes in Eugene, we get just a finger. It was the whole hand.
Well, that's good.
And I love that about people, though, because they just, and we've been so well greeted because everybody knows we're here and
Yeah.
we're the strangers in town like
Yep.
everybody else.
Well, that's one great thing about our community is everyone pulls together. Everyone will welcome you. They're really happy to have you here. They'll wave. Everyone's going to be wearing our shirts today.
Look, you guys, we're all wearing
Yep.
them.
We're all wearing
Lake
our
County,
shirts.
kick your boots off and stay a while, and we're
Yep.
staying through Monday. 'Cause
Yep.
we're doing her.
So everyone has really pulled together to wear our shirts today, the Friday of Fair and Roundup, as to really show how strong our community is and how tight we all are.
All right.
Yeah.
Thanks, you guys. You know what? I want to show this map again because you know what, you guys. Some of you were asking me yesterday. That's my wife, Kathy. Wave, honey. Yeah, there she is. So here we are. This is Ashland over here in Medford. You go straight across. There's Klamath Falls, and way over here, that's Lakeview. That's the California border.
And another fact that I remembered is that Lake County was named for all the lakes they have. So they've got Goose
Well,
Lake,
look, they're
Summer
everywhere.
Lake,
Summer Lake.
Ebert Lake.
They're all over
some
here.
Of the units, So and Heart Lake. So yeah, I think we're gonna go past some on our bike ride tomorrow, which I'm excited to see.
All right, so we're going to head down the street here. Because we got it. When we're in a new town, you got to talk to the town manager and the mayor. You guys, this is awesome. Okay, so let me turn this around. It works better. All right, you two.
Hi.
So you are.
I am Roberta Vanderwall, the town manager of Lakeview.
And
I'm Ray Turner, the mayor of Lakeview.
do I still have to call you Sir Mayor?
No, sir.
Oh, good.
You call me Ray.
And you can call me Roberta.
Yeah,
because
around
I
here
don't-
it's pretty informal.
Yeah, it is.
So-
It's great.
So, biggest challenges for your community?
I think right now the biggest challenges right now is our water system. We need to upgrade it, and then we also have to get our police department going and running again. And so those are the biggest challenges we have right now.
But you do have a grant in the works to get that water system fixed.
We
and-
don't have the grant yet,
You're
but we
working
will
on it.
be working on that. There will be several funding agencies that will help us through that. So it's way exciting.
And the super great things going on here.
Oh my gosh, we have Red Rock coming in, and
Now, what is Red Rock?
It is a biofuel plant that will be producing this fuel for the jet engines and for FedEx. All different type of things. They've got Southwest Airlines on board with it, so it's going to be a great opportunity here.
Go ahead, Mayor.
The thing with Red Rock is they'll take our wood products from the woods, the sawmill that we have, the only one we have here, which is Collins, but they'll take all of that out of the woods, help clean up the woods, and then process into jet fuel.
So use the wood products to make
Yes.
jet fuel.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's crazy, isn't it, that they can do that?
Oh my gosh, and what's
And this-
exciting? Yeah. Go ahead.
This is the first one ever built.
Yep.
And it's going to be Lakeview.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then they're also going to bring in natural gas to their location, which is south of town. But then hopefully we can get funding to bring natural gas through town. So there's going to be so many things happening in the next couple of years. It's just so exciting. I'm so excited.
And the issue you have with police is an issue around the state. It's hard to get people into towns, especially small towns, to want to come in there and be police officers. And that's one of the things you're working on as well, to try to get that fixed.
Absolutely. We've had a hard time. Our wages are lower than some communities, and so we're trying to get the wages up to not only attract but to retain our officers. And then we should be doing really well after that.
Biggest employers in town: hospital, ranching.
The school district,
County courthouse is here. This is the
yep,
county seat.
It is.
Right.
And then we have Collins, the lumber company, and then Cornerstone. Those are the biggest ones we really have, other than the correctional facility that employs quite a bit.
What is Cornerstone?
Cornerstone is they mine perlite. And perlite is used in so many different things, like in
Is she
insulation.
here?
Yes, she is. She's
Oh,
at the
well,
next
ask her. I
stop.
wanna know what
Yeah,
that is. That's
yeah,
kinda-
it is so cool, and they ship it all over the world.
What?
And,
From Lakeview, Oregon?
And
Yeah.
that's going to help when we have the Red Rock come in, because they're going to. Cornerstone is going to be working on the railroad. It's not Cornerstone itself, but it's a partner with them are working. It's Goose Lake Railway. They are going to be enhancing the railroad, and then when Red Rock gets here, they're going to be shipping out some of their fuel. So everybody's working together. It's
Things
just
looking
such a
really good
great-
for you guys, huh?
It's awesome. The partnerships we're building are fantastic. It's so cool.
I'm so glad we talked to you guys. I had no idea.
The other thing that people don't realize that here in Lakeview, you can ride your four-wheelers around town. Not on the highways, but you can
Like
ride them around
Montana.
town.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you can just ride them through town.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
have certain crossing areas that we can cross, across the free highway. But yeah, and then you can just go up into the mountains and ride and then come back.
That is so
Isn't that
awesome.
I mean, it is so cool. We are so
All right,
lucky.
you guys, thank you so much.
Oh my
Thank
gosh,
you.
thank
Yeah,
you. Thank
no,
you.
we're
And
glad
enjoy
to.
Lakeview.
We will. We're so glad to be here. This is so awesome. Okay, so see things are working up for small towns in Oregon. They work together. When you get a community that can really do things together, that's kind of what it's all about. Okay, my first stop. Who is the owner of? What is it that you?
I work out at Cornerstone.
That's what I want to find out more about. So they already
Okay.
teach you are.
Bobby Hickey.
Okay, so they were telling me, the mayor was telling me, and the town manager, what is it that you do? What is pearl? I don't know what this is.
Well, perlite is a volcanic rock, and we have a mine between here and Paisley, and when it's heated at a really high temperature between 17 and 1900, it expands, and it expands up to 10 to 20 times its size. So when you see
What do you do with it?
there's thousands of applications for it. When you see perlite, it's in potting soil, the white rock.
Oh, yeah.
That is perlite, and it's in ceiling tiles, it's in toothpaste, it's in makeup, it's in so many
So
things.
it comes
It's-
from right here in Lakeview.
Yes, it does. The
That is-
mine that we have, the mine. So we sell to expanders. We don't expand it here in Lakeview, but we sell to expanders all over the world.
I had
So,
no idea.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
Okay, so you guys, everybody come over this direction. Cute kids too. In fact, you know what? I want you coming behind me because the light's better, and we want you to look good, right? We want the sun on here. So squeeze in. You guys, these are the board members of the Chamber of Commerce for Lake County. You have one big chamber for the entire county, right?
Yes.
So just talk to me about this tourism for your area. How important is that?
Tourism is fairly important. Up to now, it seems like Lake County's been more of a resource-driven economy. Eventually some of those resources run out, and you need to find new avenues to generate an economy.
And bringing people here, you guys are getting a lot more. You're starting to see more things. Your bike trails, your things like that, right?
Definitely. There's so much here in Lake County that people don't really realize, and even living here and born and raised here, there's still places that I haven't even had an opportunity to go see or even knew about. So being on one of the steering committees, I'm on the geological features ones, it's like there's things that people are talking about, and it's like, oh my gosh, we have to get that on a map, we have to do this. So we're all our committees are working on different maps and to bring more people into the area. I mean, because Lake County, there's so much out there to see.
You know what I think is great about it, and what people like is that you guys. Oh, I want to make sure I show cute children, because there are so. I mean,
My grandchildren.
you guys, they grow. Your grandchildren?
Yeah.
Well, they
Skylar.
make them young here. You can come here and retain your youth, and also have cute kids. Oh, look at that old car going. Oh, is that Larry?
Oh,
That's
yeah,
Larry.
it is Larry.
I already know people. So you guys, the roundup this is a huge undertaking for you guys.
Yeah.
For the whole community.
It's
yes,
like family
very
reunions
big.
and class reunions, and everybody comes back for Roundup.
Yeah.
And it's
to-
just, yeah, it's great. It's to me, it's almost like just a reunion for Lake County. All the residents, past residents, we all come back, and you see people, or people you grew up with, or people you don't see for years and years and years that come for this weekend.
Well, you guys, thanks for having Kathy and me here, and we're happy to be here to show you off.
Thank you.
Because you got lots of stuff. You know what I think people are looking for? I think more people like me especially are looking for a vacation that's not in a resort. And we want to go someplace where you can get away from it all. You know, and when you're driving here and you're going 95 miles off the highway and realizing I'm in the middle of nowhere, that's kind of a nice place to be, especially when you're on vacation. And I'll tell you one thing, what I've experienced in the last day and a half is that you will not be a stranger. They will know that you're strange, but you will not be a stranger. And you guys have been very welcoming, and by the end of the weekend, I think we're going to be part of Lakeview and understand your county just a little bit better.
All
Right, thanks you guys.
Thank you.
Look at that. Come on. And you know what oh, Jessica already left. Okay, well we're gonna wrap this one up. Come here, hon. Thanks you guys.
Thank you.
So you guys, seriously, it's like they are so everywhere we go. They had a little article in the paper that showed we were going to be here, but everywhere we go, people are greeting us and welcoming us.
Like
and
the nicest people. I mean, we haven't met anybody that hasn't been just the most generous, kindest people. I mean, everywhere we go, and they're like, they know we're here in town, and they're just like, so everybody, thank you for coming, thanks for being here and seeing our town. And it is the cutest town.
And they just take care of stuff. I mean, this is kind of a weird little ending here, but we were driving here, and there was something that got killed on the road, and an older gentleman got out of his car, and he moved it off the road because he didn't want it sitting there on the road. Kathy and I both looked at each other and went, I've never seen that happen before in my life. And he was proud because you don't want something like that on your streets. And I think that says a lot about the people who live here. So we're going to go, our next shoot will be up somewhere between 11 and noon at those trails, at the starting head of the trail that mountain bikers can come on, and it goes all the way through some private property, some federal property, all the way up to Portland, and you can ride it through the whole state of Oregon. And a lot of bikers are doing that. So we'll be doing that this afternoon. We're going to be interviewing a lady who's lived here her entire life. She's an author. We're also going to be talking to 4-H kids. We'll be with them a little bit later this afternoon. Tonight we're going to be at the Reride Room, and there's somewhere else we're going to be before that. And
You're visiting with that lady from the town. Did you mention?
Yeah. I mentioned that. So maybe that's it. We just got so much stuff going on. So anyway, you guys, take this for us.
The queens, the rodeo.
Oh, the rodeo queen and the head of the roundup. We'll be talking with both of them today to kind of talk about that. That's at 6, and then around 7 is when we'll be in the Reride Room, and that's where everybody just kind of parties and gets a little bit, that kind of thing. Hey, it's Lakeview. It happens. So you guys take this, share it on your page, spread it around so people know more about the state that we live in. Rural Oregon rocks. And we are going to be in Lake County kicking our boots off and staying a while. I still have to read it. All right, you guys. Thank you. We'll see you later.